And hey, woo! You cannot believe what was going on in the green room, party people. It was pretty good, right, guys? How you feeling, everybody?
Feeling good.
Good. Good. I have a full panel as usual. I have a guest next to me here in Denver, and the tiara is going to flip. You should see it when Greg's on the show. It's awesome. He looks really good with it. So welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm Mia Voss. You're watching the Mia Connect Power Chat. Today we're going to talk about fashion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the Batpack real quick because you guys know you're waiting. You guys had to wait. I was a minute late. Let me pull up some comments real quick, see what everybody else has got going on. Let's see. I know Brother Mike Seydel is in the audience. And I also have, let's go to the top. We've got, oh, Lee Rickler. Hi, brother. He came skating in. I love it that boys are here, by the way. I want to see the boys in the audience. I think they're going to figure out what they're not supposed to be doing for fashion. Gino, I know we're going to jump into that as well. I've got Lisa Simpson. Oh, I love how she put this little crown in there. Hey, girl, she's here with her fashion on. My brother, Jeff C., Fear the Beard. Howdy, everyone. He was going to wear his skinny jeans, but he couldn't pull them off. I love that about him. It's a good look. Thank you, brother. Coach G is in the house. Mark Seydel is giving Sheila Strover, and my brother Mark is here. Like I said, David Henry Pike up at. Look at how many boys we got in here.
Excellent.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's nice.
Right, I thought for sure, and I was sort of dog shaming them a little bit into showing up on the video. So apparently it worked when I do that. So Heather can't make it. We got a couple other people. So listen, what I want to do is introduce my panel, and then I definitely want you guys to be commenting. You know, I can see you through the whole show, Batpack. So I want to hear. Feel free to post any pictures within reason, because you know I will cut you if you post something weird. But. Seriously, everybody, they've seen it. You've seen it in person.
Oh, yeah.
I will cut you. But I'm going to introduce my panel, and in the meantime, I also be bringing in comments. So I'm going to start with this hot number on my right. Looks like your left. And this is Jennifer Spencer. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much.
How are you? Let me clap for you. Hold up. Hold up.
Yay.
Actually, you know what? Do you want this one?
It's more appropriate with the princess crown.
With the princess crown. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Jennifer Spencer. I'm with Fresh Image Consulting. Image consultant or personal stylist to some folks. So I am queen of the closet consultation, cleaning it out, getting it organized, finding holes in the wardrobe, and then doing personal shopping.
And getting me looking uptight and right for any of my events that I've been at. Tell us about what's going on, what you got besides the tiara. What is that?
If I can...
Here, throw the tiara my way. Do your head this way.
If I can get rid of the tiara.
Oh, man. There we go. Okay.
These are my little hippie headbands.
I like the headband.
Thank you so much.
And who are they by?
They're by Pink Pewter. And
shout out to Pink Pewter, by the way, because they said they would watch.
Shout out to Pink Pewter. I have them all right here. I might show some later. I'm obsessed with them. I don't think hippie needs to mean dirty and dreadlocks. I think you can still be glamorous, so I like to refer to myself as a glampie, glamorous hippie. Start using that word, folks. Hashtag it, glampie.
Is that P-I-E? Glampie?
That is P-I-E.
And for those of us that live in Colorado, which is 4 out of the 6 people here on the panel, you do need to clarify it. It doesn't mean stinky hippie.
That's right.
Patchouli.
That's right.
I love it.
I'm wearing patchouli. And
one of the reasons why Jen is here today is because Bob Voss requested that she be here, because he's a little cray-cray about his first girlfriend. So
it's true.
Anytime he talks to other hot women, somebody gets jealous. So thank you for coming on, honey. I appreciate it. All right, next up, I'm going to go all the way over to Milan and talk to my darling Elisabetta Chiesi. Welcome. Will you say something for us in Italian and make me fall in love with you even more? Say?
Get it?
Yeah, give me something in... Tell us where you are. So I already told on you, you're out of Milan. We posted a picture of some of your work on the event. Tell us about what you do.
What do you want to know?
You make people pretty. You make people pretty.
Yeah, I think I try to dig their inner beauty.
I love it.
Put makeup on them.
And now what type of shows are you doing?
Well, I do some of the shows that are in the in the schedule during the week, and waiting for September to have the new shows. So,
And that's the big fashion season, yes?
yeah, the season for women is September and February. So we are very close to the September one.
So listen, audience, I just got my learn on there because I think not everybody knows when these fashion seasons come. You see it come through and you're like, all right, because you said so, right? And
Right. What did you say?
I said that for most of us, we're like, oh, what fashion? Like, we don't know those fashion seasons. So thank you for that information. I didn't know that. What are some of your favorite, what can you tell us? What shows have you worked on? What designers, or can you tell us?
Well, I did many season Armani. That was nice because it takes a lot of time, and it books the makeup artist and the hairstylist for the whole day, which is inconvenient in a way because you cannot do the others, but at the same time it gives you a lot of time to do your job the proper way. While some other designers, you only have 2 hours and you have to do everything, rush. And, well, I did most of them here in Milan, one season or the other. So from Cavalli to Versace to Moschino. You don't do them all the time, but you do them, separately, one season or the other season.
Okay, Betty, color us impressed. Who's impressed with Betty?
I'm impressed with them.
Awesome. Right here.
Right here, dude.
Versace.
Right? Oh my gosh, I love it, Betty. And I bet it's because you're so calm and just keep everybody, you make them pretty, you get them calm when they're in your chair.
Yeah, because it's a little strange environment with the fashion show, because at the beginning nothing happens, everybody is laid back, and if it's early in the morning, the models lie down on the floor, they keep on sleeping, and somebody has breakfast, and then at the last 20 minutes, everything has to be done. And when you do the fashion shows late in the afternoon, you have girls coming from the other shows, and maybe they come 5 minutes before the show starts, so you have to do everything really in 5 minutes. It becomes a little hectic, and you have to be calm, otherwise it's a mess.
It sounds like hurry up and wait a lot too, like you're waiting, and then you go.
Exactly.
Okay, and I just got told by Mark Seydel that I'm loud. But too bad, because I got Jenn here too. So, Betty, thank you for coming on the show, though, honey. I'm so excited, and I know you're very kind of casual about, not casual, but you're just kind of calm, but we are all very impressed. It's very cool. That's high fashion. That's...
Well, it's, I was telling my husband, Sieh, that I consider myself a backstage rat. So I'm in the back, So as soon as I see a camera lens, I tend to go behind, so
Right.
in front of the camera.
I bet all of a sudden we're just going to see an empty chair. And Betty's sitting behind the computer. Thank you so much for coming on. And this is your first Google Hangout, is that right?
Yeah, really.
Oh, thank you.
Without my angel beside, my husband.
Yes, that's right. Nazim is usually there. And then real quick, and then we're going to get to the other panelists, you're also going to be launching Casa Chiesi today. We'll talk about that as your call to action. I did not say Casa Chiesi, by the way, for those of you who think I don't know how to say it.
One. I can tell that you've been training.
I tried to get the inflection. I thought it was pretty impressive. So. All right, next up, I'm going to go to next in line because this young man decided to join in with this gaggle of hot women. Welcome to the show, Gino Velardi. Woo! That's some loud clapping. How are you, darling?
I'm doing great, too.
I'm so excited. I've got my whole panel lined up. I've got a lot of Denverites. So tell me about you. And, just wait, before you do that, I just want to tell you, I saw some of your fashions. I've been chasing you, that I can be your muse. I'm still looking for that part. Okay, good.
Well,
Small boobs. Small boobs, big butt. How's that?
No.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Wear, but men's wear don't really, they don't really buy custom-made stuff, so they buy them for their wives or their girlfriends, and that keeps me in business. So yeah.
I love that. Well, I know we talked about that before the show to say, okay, have you thought about men's design? And that was the point, that they just don't want to spend the money on it. I mean, and I'm sure, some people just don't in general. You hear about, you go to a lot of these kind of resale places, but yeah, I love it that you've decided to design for women. Tell us more about your women's designs and what you're doing now.
Well, what I'm doing now is that I'm working on a couple of projects. One with the theater, costumes for a play. That's kind of in the works right now. And just maintaining my business. I just was after orders, and I'm just trying to keep up with that, which is really awesome. So, yeah, that's really what I'm doing right now.
And we also posted some of your pictures, obviously, and got people really, I don't know if you saw the one dress that's on there. That was, some of my favorites. And make sure to go and circle Gino as well. Obviously, honestly, everybody on this panel, you must circle them immediatamente. But Gino, on your profile, you've got that beautiful picture of the models too. So, and wearing all the clothes, and it's just lovely. So thank you for coming on with us today, and we're looking forward to having you give us your take on things. So, yay!
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, I have Miss Jade Williams. Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Sorry, my clapper's so loud. Now, listen, I have to tell everybody how I know Miss Jade is. I went to high school with her mom. So, who feels old? This girl. Who's got two thumbs and feels old? This girl. But I was so excited, Jade. I met you last year. You are a fashion blogger. You are going to school right now at the University of Illinois. So tell us about you, and tell us what lights you up and what you're doing.
Okay, so as you said already, I am a fashion blogger, and right now I'm also trying to turn this into a little online boutique thing, so be on the lookout for that. I am about to be a senior, so also trying to figure out grad school plans. Hopefully I can actually go and study fashion design, but as of right now I am double majoring in sculpture and art education with minors in art history and business. So I'm really trying to fuse the whole art and fashion thing, because I really do think that fashion is an art form.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was going to say,
it.
chime it. Yeah, who's got something to say on that one?
I think it's fabulous. It's inspiring. It makes me wish I was still in school.
It really is. It really is.
I love it. I love it, Jade. And I think that's so important, because I think when people hear that about going to fashion, they think it's just going to be, something that's just kind of mercurial, or you're not really taking it seriously. But it is an art form, and you're doing the business side of it too, which is so smart. And I know Gino and our next guest that I'm introduced, Stephanie, can speak on that too, of cost implications and managing a business and putting together, design. Now, are you wanting to do your own designs, Jade?
Definitely. I've been kind of torn as to whether I want to. I'm really interested in bridal and gowns, of course. I've been trying to figure out if I want to start with that or just go into a more type of everyday wear thing. But I don't know. I'll figure it out within the next year.
Yeah, and I think all of us can speak on that too. Of it could be something that you get inspired by a fashion that comes up in a year. You've moved in this direction, and then you meet somebody or a muse or a body type or a movie or a book and say, I love what's in that, and then you kind of go from there. I could see that happening for you too.
Yeah. So as of right now, I've been making, since I am in sculpture, I've been making a lot of wearable art pieces, which are also on my website if anyone wants to look at them. So. That's kind of my niche right now.
Style-aesthetics. Oh my gosh. And I have seen that, Jade. Thank you for saying that. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
I love that. And let's give a shout out to your mama. Hi, Jocelyn.
How's it going? Hope you're watching.
Who looks the same as she did in high school. But thank God I love her. Seriously.
She's one of those.
She's one of those. You got that right. She is one of those. Okay, thank you for coming on, though. I'm so excited to get to pick your brain a little bit more on this, too. So, and last but certainly not least, my girl, Stephanie Ohnmacht. Hello, darling.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You know what? I'm going to do this. You get that one, too. And now tell us about you. You're also here in Denver, and you have Stephanie O Designs.
I do. I have Stephanie O Designs. It's a women's ready-to-wear line that really transitions your wardrobe from day to night. So you can wear it to the office, meetings, you can wear it to go pick up your kids, depending on whatever your day looks like, and then it transitions with a sexy pair of jeans and some heels, and you can go out.
You know, Jen and I were talking about that before, trying to do like a little bit of a segment on that too, because that is the most important thing. We're all doing a ton of stuff,
Right.
And you know, we don't have, a lot of times we don't have time to like get home or shove things in the car, and especially in Colorado, you guys, let's face it. I mean, you can have, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
So true.
Right. So that, you know, just even weather change and things like that too. What got you inspired on that, Steph?
You know, just living it myself, being exactly what you said, needing something to wear to the office that I think is cool, but then I would still feel good if I went out, or if I wanted to pull something from the closet that I could go out in and feel fabulous in. So it was really just my own muse. I was my own muse.
You are your own muse, by the way. Because I love it, you guys. When we see her out, and you know, I know you've seen her out around town. We both have, and it's so fun to go. You know exactly who it is you're wearing when I see you.
Awesome. Thanks.
I'm kind of jelly. I really wish I could do this. Like, I feel like wearing this. And then here's what I love, too, and we can jump into this as well. I love the idea of being able to put something on that all of our body types are so different. Like, you'll put something on, and you know, you may have a smaller bottom and a bigger top, which I wish that was my problem, please. Or things like that, or, you know, a bigger waist, and then so being able to tailor things for yourself. Oh.
Well, that's really like the part of the business as well. The order, I mean, it's not to make experience.
Oh, Gino, can you guys hear Gino okay?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, we might be having a little bit of a problem hearing you. I'm sorry, honey. Can you guys hear him okay?
I'm having a hard time, Gino.
You know what, darling, Gino, I'm going to have you, you're going to be my guy today. I love you. Will you jump out and jump back in, and then we'll see if that helps too. Listen, my Batpack knows how this works, by the way. They've seen me outdrive the internet in a Tesla. That was good. Almost falling off a horse, also good. Bob Voss knocking shit off my desk. It happens all the time. So, Gino, will you jump out of that hangout and come back in? Because I want to hear about that, because I think that is so important with this whole thing with, you know, things that are designed for your body type. Sure. Okay, there he goes. He's going to jump out too. Hey, and Stephanie, talk real quick on that as far as the designs. Now, do you design for people as well, specifically, or just your designs?
So what I design, I mean, really, when you start from, you kind of pick a fit model to work from. So you pick your kind of your key measurements in which you think your girl's going to be. You're going to have bigger hips or bigger busts, and what you're going to accommodate for. And literally, you're accommodating maybe a ½ inch more or less in each area. And then from there, you kind of work from that fit model. So I always remind people when they get upset about shopping, things aren't fitting, and like, you know, it's the fit model. It's nothing to do with you. It's how they chose to work from a pair of measurements, and that's how they build a whole line. And that's why some lines will fit better than others. It's up to the designer and the design team to kind of figure out, we're going to go ½ inch more here or a ½ inch less here, and what's our girl like? And so nothing against you as an individual or your body and
right.
Who you are. It's just kind of where they started from.
I love that, and I apologize. I had to actually mute Jade because I think we might have had a little bit of feedback on that. Again, and Elisabetta just said that. So, Jade, I'm going to have you muted, and then just unmute yourself when we're ready to jump into that too. Again, everybody's used to this as well. So, and Steph, this is your first hangout too, right?
It is. And am I echoing? I think Elisabetta thinks I'm echoing, aren't I?
No, I think it was from Jade, sweetie, but we're all good. Okay, I think it sounds good right now, and I think we're in good shape. Hey, listen, you know what I want to dish on real quick? TimGunn. I got to talk about TimGunn. Sorry for those of you who don't know that show. Oh, I just love him. I love him. I do.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. Meeting him in person, he's exactly as you would expect him to be. Genuine, He definitely keeps his distance, but he's definitely genuine and has the best interest. He's definitely looking out for you and kind of thinks of you as one of his own kids when you're on the show.
So, so those of you who, and we had a couple people with echoes, but just bear with us, you guys. You know you love us. You're going to put up with it, too. I started watching, how long has Project Runway been on, by the way?
Since 2005.
2005, and now, yeah, I know. I can't believe that, because I've been with designers. I love to do the TimGunn. Hello, designers. I love that guy. I do. I just think he's so brilliant. But you were actually on his new project, right? Not Project Runway, but TimGunn's project.
Exactly. So they did a spin-off. Heidi was unavailable last fall when we were going to be filming Project Runway 13, and so the team created Under the Gun, which was solely focused on TimGunn and mentoring and what that does and can help with designing and what that process is like. So Under the Gun was TimGunn's first kind of spin-off from the larger Project Runway series.
So, you know what's interesting, you guys, too, is that Denver, I don't know what it is with Colorado. You would not find this to be a fashion mecca, but we have at least, do we have 4 people that have been in a Project Runway? I always say it like Heidi.
Yes.
We have you, we have Julie, right? Yep. Mondo.
And Feline.
And Feline. Yeah, that is crazy that we've had, and I think we've actually, Matthew Morris, I think, might have been on another of the reality shows as well, one of the hair shows, and I think we've got one other that was one of the DJs that was on one of the other shows too. So I don't know what's going on with Colorado, but apparently we got it going on.
We're a talented group of people. Just because we're in the Midwest doesn't mean we don't have talent.
Are entertaining for sure. Look at, we've got, and Elisabetta, you may be able to get on this one. Heidi, hello Heidi. She was on my show 2 weeks ago with a horse. She says Italian men do spend money on fashion. German men much less. Italian women do in her experience. And she actually is in Italy. So I love that. What do you think about that, Betty? And you're muted, sweetie, so you'll have to unmute yourself. Just click up there at the top. And then hopefully Gino will come back in because I want him to chime in on that. Yes, Betty, what do you think about that?
I personally don't spend so much money in fashion.
Well, that's because you're in it, right?
Might sound very strange, but I really don't. I like, in a sense, I like fashion that I can watch. I don't need to possess it.
I think that's a really interesting point, you guys.
I don't know. I'm up for the possession part.
Send it over, Betty. We'll wear it.
You know, I like to be in the process. I like to make it. I don't really need to have it. And especially now that I'm 54, I like to have black pants and white shirt. You know, I don't like so much to wear it, but I do like and I enjoy it to see and to watch. And I think I agree on the fact that it's a form of art, definitely. So I'm not putting it down. I just say that it's not for me. It's something that I like to play with.
I think that's a great distinction, Betty. That's right. You like to create it. You like to see it, stand back, look at it. I know. Now you do photography as well. Is that correct?
Not really.
No. You just have people take cool pictures. Take good pictures. Jade, jump in on that. Let's hopefully it won't echo too much. Everybody else mute themselves.
Yeah, I don't know so much about Italian men. I've unfortunately never been to Italy. It's on the bucket list though.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do think that men in general might actually spend more than women do, just because of the fact that there's so many. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess, like, discounted stores that you can, like, still find quality pieces at, such as, like, the H&Ms and Top Shops and things like that, and all of those are more catered to women. I mean, they do have, like, men's sections as well, but there are a lot of places where women can go and find pieces that are still quality at much lower prices than guys can.
I also think, if I can chime in here, men...
I'm going to mute you again, Jade.
Okay.
I think I did it. There we go. Go ahead. Go ahead, sweetie.
That men also don't have the patience that the women have to go back to discount stores time and time again. We may go to a Nordstrom Rack or a TJ Maxx, not find what we want, but wait and go the next week when there's another shipment or that sort of thing. A man doesn't have the bandwidth or the
I do
patience
if I've
for
had
that.
some drinks.
And so they want to just get in and get out. So it's probably easier for them to go into a Nordstrom instead of a Nordstrom Rack, get some assistance, and they are going to buy the higher ticket item, I believe.
Good point. What do you think, ladies?
Yeah, definitely. Because they don't enjoy.
Hold on a second. Jade, yeah, there you go. And Stephanie, what do you think on that, too? That makes a lot of sense. I mean, except for the Nordy's half-yearly sale, they're probably going and paying full price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree. Full price, get in, get out, get what they need.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Let's hold on a second. GoDaddy's in the audience, by the way. Hey, Colby. He wants to know if green and orange are in style. I think that sounds like a college color, college football team, or a
together or not together?
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
I was just going to say orange is always in style for me because I'm a huge Broncos fan. Anything beyond that, I can't speak to.
I have to agree with the orange. Fighting Illini right here. Orange is always good.
Yeah.
That's right. Actually, I had to actually move somewhere where I could match all my colors of everything because I grew up in Illinois where Jade is going to school, orange and blue, Fighting Illini colors, and now it's the Bronco colors. Pretty convenient for me. I like that. And convenient. Greg. And my boyfriend. That's right. So what do you think about that, Betty, for orange and green?
Only if you have red hair and very pale skin.
Oh,
beautiful.
My girlfriend nailing it.
She just, right off the bat. That's it.
She ain't playing.
There's the answer.
She's seen too many, I'm sure, too many fashion disasters. Hey, let's talk about that too. And I'm going to try and pull in Gino again because I just love what he's about. And wait till I get to be his muse. Just you guys heard that on here that I get to be Gino's muse, which means I'm going to wear pretty shiny clothes. What do you think are some fashion disasters that are going on right now?
Oh gosh, can I go first?
Yeah, apparently Jenn is chomping at the bit.
Apparently, I have opinions. I do have opinions. However, and everyone might not agree with me, but this is what makes the world go round.
Yes.
I am not a fan right now of all the high-waisted pants and shorts, and I don't know if it's just because I haven't seen the right style, or maybe it's my age. I haven't seen it on someone that's pulling it off, especially the shorts, because when it's hiked up that high, then something at the other end is hanging out. Not a huge fan of that right now.
And I'm gonna throw that at you, Steph, because I know you've got a couple of them that have that.
I love the high-waisted. It cinches you at your waist. Now, I agree. I'm not a fan of the butt hanging out on the short shorts.
Good.
And maybe it's a little too 80s for me. I don't know, but a high-waisted slack, trouser, jean, love. I think it gets you right at your waist. Otherwise, if they're hanging low, you can't cinch your waist in. I don't know. I love the cinched waist look.
Right, and then there's muffin top.
Yes, it covers the muffin top.
It covers the muffin top, which is key, and now I'm a little interested. Are the big pants coming back, like that kind of palazzo style? I'm going to say that for lack of a better word.
I hope so.
But I feel like that with high waist is something I could dig.
Yes, Palazzo Pants. Anyways, I actually have a piece coming in my spring collection for 15. So I'm loving them. They feel like pajamas. They're just high-waisted. They look great and they're comfortable.
Excellent.
They're really cool. It's like a maxi skirt, but now it's kind of a pant.
Right.
I
like that.
And I don't know if you, there might be a website, but you guys remember it was a movie that Jennifer Lopez did. It was the one where the backup plan. And I have been searching for that. There's that scene where she's got these beautiful silk palazzo pants, PJ pants. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
And I just think palazzo pants, whether they're low slung, and for you guys out there, literally you'd probably think it was clown pants. Like clown big leg pants, right? I love that. And Gino, welcome back to the show. I'm not even going to bother with your lower third, honey. Let me turn you up a little bit. Hold on a second. This is one of my hotter mess shows, but yet I'm still having fun.
It's fantastic.
There you are, sweetie. Yay. We've already covered high-waisted pants. We've covered orange and green as colors. What else did we cover? Men, Italian men in fashion. Men buying clothes. Let's talk about what you think about that. Jade had a good point that she thinks that men spend more on clothes because they don't have these outlet stores that they can go to and get that. What do you think about that? That's probably why you started designing women's clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I do menswear still. It's just not, it's probably about 20% or less than that. But I usually reuse my client's husband's closet. Like, I can give them a new look, take them out shopping, do that kind of thing, do their look, bring in what's new, what's not, try and give them a new idea of how to dress, suits, stuff like that. So that's been my introduction dealing with men as far as fashion is concerned. So I do a lot of leather jackets. I make tons of stuff for myself. So.
I just had, by the way, Adam Music says he doesn't recall any Jennifer Lopez incidents when she was wearing pants. That's a good one, by the way. Do you like dressing men better or women? I know that sounds like an odd question, but like for all of you, like if you had your druthers, like, and you too, Jen, and Betty for makeup too, like who do you like working with better for body type, skin, that kind of thing? Not about bitchiness, but just, people in general.
Oh no, women's clothing is always the best, and the reason being is because they could buy a dress and have it tailored. It fits perfectly. You know what I mean? And that's usually what I'm about. So that's the main thing. That people, purchase a dress, have something made for them. If it's made, to their specification, they're going to wear that dress like 900 times. They know they can fit into it, and it looks great. You know what I mean?
I do, and I just want to give you a heads up that it's still really hard to hear you, but we're gonna, you know what, we're still gonna work with Gino on this because I agree with you. I was gonna ask you guys about that and what Gino was saying of getting the one piece that they just love. I know I brought in, or I thought I did, maybe I thought I think everybody's got their one little piece that they absolutely love. Do you see a little sweater? Or did Bob? Bob probably stole it. And here's one that I love, just to give you an idea. This is from Cabby, and don't turn your nose up at it. I don't know if you guys are Cabby fans or not, but I love it. It's this little shrug thing. Look at this, by the way. You guys have seen me wear this a million times, except when the arm is inside out. And then I just put this little bad boy on, and then I love this. What is this style called, you guys? What is this just little...
Skater punk. Like
skater punk? Okay. Okay. But I love this because then it just completely changes this whole look, and then it's, on the back, and then, of course, for Colorado, I love this. Key. Oh, my God, and I love this little thing. Plus, it also doesn't pick up cat hair. Hey. Not as bad. So everybody's probably got a piece like that they absolutely love, right? What's everybody else's? Who's got a piece like that in their closet? Stephanie, what do you, you make stuff like that. Tell me what some of your little fun go-to that everybody seems to buy.
Well, everybody buys T-shirts. Everybody goes to, just an easy top to put on that's knit, comfortable, goes with a million things. Do I have a favorite piece I go to? No, because I'm always switching it up. I'm always doing something different. So I don't have a go-to.
Mine's my binky. Like, I just suck my thumb when I wear this thing.
Yeah, no, not me. I have to change it up.
I love that about you. Then again, you are you, and all you have to go to your ginormous, fabulous closet. That's just awesome. What about you, Jen? What's your go-to?
I'm with Stephanie, actually, that I'm not sure I have a go-to. I think I like to think that I'm somebody and don't like to be pictured in the same thing twice.
That's true.
Which is really silly because I'm nobody. But, well, thank you. You think I'm somebody.
I do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just kidding around. I don't know. I mean, this piece here, I don't have this exact one, but I definitely have some fun, soft, throw-on layer pieces that are definitely go-tos in our Colorado weather, which we know can go from 30 to 40 degrees. Yeah. At any given moment.
Absolutely, and it looks like we've got, Crystal Stevens in the audience. I got this necklace from her shop, Plum Consignment, also a woman that's in the Crave Denver book, and so am I. You were in the first one, Stephanie's in the second one, Crystal's in it, all about the ladies that are kicking ass in business. So yeah, this is where I got this from her consignment shop.
It coordinates with us very nicely today. Our pink and orange.
Hey, Gino, for you, what's one of your, and you'll have to talk really loud, and then Jade, I want to hear from you too. What's one of your go-to pieces, honey?
Well, one of my favorite ones is like an army jacket that I kind of made. Not too much like an army jacket, but it's green and it has good pockets and
I like that.
Go-to. It's a casual, but it's a look. Or the aviator glasses. I mean, you know, it's the whole look. You know?
Yes.
But I agree with everyone else. When you're in fashion, you go for it's a change of every day. When I wake up, I don't know who I am. I don't know what happens. I just wake up and find something fun to wear. So, yeah.
I'm like the everyman of this group too. Jen wants you to put the jacket on. I'm just saying, Gino.
I would like to see you in the jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, Gino looks hot in the jacket. Gino in the jacket.
Definitely. Nice. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, Jade, what about you, honey? I bet you change things up quite a bit.
I do, but pardon my language, my favorite thing in my closet are my Jeffrey Campbell Lita Spike boots because they make me just feel like such a badass. They are like these giant black boots, and they've got like a really chunky heel. They've got spikes and studs covering the entire heel. Like, they make every outfit look better.
Oh my God, you need to go grab those and hold those up for us. We need to see those too.
I'm a huge fan of anything that has hardware.
Yes.
So it could be jewelry that you would think would be feminine, but it could have some spiky things to it. Shoes with zippers, clutch purses that have some detail. I love hardware.
You know, and I love any kind of shoe. I always think about Beyonce at the, what do you call it? What's the major football game? I just forgot. Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
You guys know me. You should know this.
I don't know how I'm friends with her.
I don't know how you and Greg are dating, actually, because you guys are so nuts about football. But anyway, back before my big faux pas just now, so true. When Beyonce came out of the Super Bowl with that stompy walk, that's how I feel when I wear boots like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's the kind of fierce walk where I would have to go to the chiropractor the next day. And those kind of boots, I love when you get those too. Hey, Betty, what about you? And I know somebody in the audience was like, am I a bad person because I don't like white shirts? Oh, she's going to even show us. She ain't playing.
Of course.
Oh, that's beautiful. What's the material?
This is a burgundy pashmina that
Of course.
you can see through almost, you know, because I've been wearing it for 20 years. And it puts me everywhere. It's like like a pacifier. It's something that helps me feeling better. So
I believe that's called Betty's Binky.
Yeah. The day that this will be finished, I think I will do a funeral for her.
I bet. Now, those are the kind of things that I would probably, you know how with the mittens, when you have the string that goes through, I would have to have like a little string so I wouldn't lose it because I would cry if I had something like that. I mean, this I'm very careful about it. I like just making sure I don't leave it somewhere. So let me see if there's any other comments. Everybody loves the sweater. Oh, here's a good question from Candy. I like this. How does Italian fashion influence the Japanese fashion for men and women alike? That's a good one. I don't really know much about Japanese fashion. I think they're nutty. That Harajuku girls kind of freak me out a little bit. I think she's just kind of saying a comparison. Does Italian fashion influence Japanese fashion, or do they kind of, I mean, what do you guys think? Jump into that. I don't know if you want to discuss that.
Well, I don't know, because their fashion is totally different from our fashion, but they love our fashion. So now it's a little bit changing because, you know, their money is not so valuable at the time, so that you don't see tons of Japanese coming in buying at the stores like it used to be in 10 years ago. But for sure they do love Italian fashion, and they spend a lot of money on But their fashion, their design is so different that I was always puzzled, you know, because I don't understand. For Russians, for instance, to come to Italy and buy certain items, I understand that is attractive, you know, because you can see some gold and some colors.
Right.
So say that they like it, but you know, the Japanese style is so serious, so minimalistic that it doesn't have so much to do with the Italian style.
Right, just like kind of two different things. We have a couple comments here real quick. Coach says Texas Longhorns wear burnt orange. I don't know, I can't pull it up for some reason, but and then I also have Kim Boltman says she wore out her favorite sweater, an oversized off the shoulder a la Flashdance snuggly thing.
I like that.
I do too. And you know what I saw? I saw a commercial the other day. I love ballet style, that layered, light layers type of thing, like this kind of thing, a shrug with the skirt, with the tights, with the thing, so you can kind of, you know, especially at night, you can be like, I'm going to go dancing and then I'm going to whip this bad boy off.
That's right. I think
right?
Renie's the epitome of that.
Renie is the epitome of that. Shout out to our girlfriend, Renie. Let's see if we have any other things. You know, one thing I want to mention, and then we're at 40 past the hour already. What do you guys think as far as, you know, we kind of touched on this, body image in high fashion? Do you feel like it's moving towards a more reasonable body type? That's a really hot button topic. Scrawny heroin chick, you know.
Yeah, I really think it is moving towards the mainstream, but high fashion is high fashion. And
it's always going to be that, isn't it?
If I had $1 for every time after every show when a woman's like, oh, do you make clothes for real women? I'm like, well, of course I do, because these models are a size nothing, and
right.
For the runway, but you're buying the style, and so it could be made to fit, you know, the person who bought it, whether they're, you know, a size 2 to size 22 like that. So it just depends. You're buying the style and something's custom, and that's the thing. Women just, they see shows, they see bitches, wearing dresses, and they don't think that they can wear it, but they really can if they understand that they can buy the design and then have it made specifically for them. So
I think one of the biggest things I learned, I love this about being my age, but it really took me a while, was finding what my body type is and stop trying to get into things that don't look good, figuring out what's you know, great for booties, no booties. I love Joe's jeans. They're great for people that have that. Diesel jeans look awful unless you're just kind of skinny, and right, I've tried those on. One of my favorite stories was I was in a store and I didn't realize I'd went to the junior section and I got something. I'll out myself. I think it was a size 6, and then I tried to pull the pants up and the pants got stuck like on my legs. And in the dressing room I said, and whose bleep effing world is this a size 6? And you could hear this cacophony of laughter throughout the whole thing because I just couldn't help it. I was like, fuck. Like it was very frustrating. Ladies, jump in on that as far as body type and size too. Like if you think it's kind of changing up, and I agree with you, Gino. I think it's always going to be a high fashion. I think it's going to be a skinny bitch world. I think it is. Ladies, what do you think? Steph?
It's not going to change.
Elisabetta is right. Well, you see it more than any of us do, Elisabetta.
It's not going to change. I mean, it's part of the look, you know. Those kind of clothes look good on skinny girls, tall and skinny girls.
Mm-hmm.
I also think with the runway shows, it's all about the fantasy. So you're selling the fantasy, and it isn't real life. And when these girls turn 25, their bodies are going to change too. So I think it's just creating that fantasy for the brand.
it is.
Yeah, and respecting that. I think there's something for everybody, for sure, for sure. What do you think, Jade, from a young person's perspective on that for fashion and so forth?
I definitely agree with what you guys have said. I mean, it is just kind of the way the industry has always been, and I think it probably will stay that way. I do think that they have been slowly moving towards more, I guess, realistic sizes, but I don't think that they're ever going to fully transition to that. However, I also think that by using like the thinner typical model look, it's also about like hanger appeal. I guess like the less that's there, it kind of mimics the way you would see it in the store, just kind of like hanging there. So I don't know, that's just kind of what I've always thought about it. Like, just kind of ignore it, don't take it personally. Like, it's just kind of the way it is.
It does, and you still feel bad about herself a little bit. It really good.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you on that one, Gino. Sorry. I know. And Jade, I'm going to have you mute yourself. Today, you know, sometimes we have, you guys, sometimes we have internet problems. Today, it's all about the sound.
It is about the
Say
sound.
what? Today's going to be called our Say What show. And you know what I want you to do, you guys? We're getting at 46 past the hour. I'm going to have you pipe in, Gino, onto the event too, because I know people want to hear what you have to say. Please go and look at the event and look what Adam Music just posted. What I wear to make myself look thin. The state of Wyoming, apparently. That's what you have to go see that on there too. But thank you for piping in on that. What do you think about? Let me have you say body type, and then we're gonna move on. Like, what do you think? Because you're doing a lot of shopping for helping people shop too, finding what fits them.
Well, and more often than not, I'm dealing with folks that are like myself, a size 10 or maybe even larger, right? Because it isn't the norm to be a negative number. We just have to get creative. And I think they just appreciate that there's someone there to say, this actually does work on your body type, even though they might shy away from it. I know sometimes bigger girls want to wear bigger, baggier things to hide, and I have to always tell them, no, please, that's the #1 rule. It's what makes you look larger.
Look at everybody in the audience.
Everyone's nodding.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely, and it feels counterintuitive though, right?
That's right.
But yeah, put that on there. I mean, nothing is better than seeing this like kick-ass, zofted, curvy woman with something tight. Bada boom. I think it's hot.
That's right.
So yeah, that's hot. I'm gonna do my Paris Hilton.
Yeah, curves are great. I mean, that's what makes an outfit come to life. And whether it's or fantasy or couture, whatever, it's the body. It really is. I mean, some of these girls are so thin, they don't really fill out the clothes properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that skeletal kind of look, and you know, and it's something where it you know, everybody gets influenced by it, or they feel, you know, that body image thing. Oh, I need to be this. Again, let's go back to it. And a couple, Cheryl's loving that too. And it's important to be honest with yourself and know what you feel good in. I think that's for men and women too, especially for guys. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's 48 past the hour. I want to go with each one of you, give your fashion tip. Actually, you know what? Let's start real quick. Let's do what's on the bottom. Does everybody want to stand up and just show me what's on? I want to see everybody's outfit, please. Come on.
Gino has nothing on. I have my dog in my lap.
Here's Betty. I love that shirt, Betty. Oh, there's my girl. Oh, wait, Gino does have something on. And he loves his pockets. Jade, oh, looking good, girlfriend. What's Stephanie got? Oh, look at that little.
It's a maxi skirt.
Oh,
I know, it's hard to
for the event. I love it.
Yeah, she actually did. I love that. Oh, and Jade, I love Jade's headband, by the way. Here, turn your camera back down a little bit, honey. But I love that headband. Of course. Hey, Jen, let's see what you got going on. Hold on.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Big girl. There you go. How about you now? You like that? I don't know if anybody needs to see. I'm going with my little traditional skirt that I love, and then I wanted to mix it up with this. How you like me now? All right, let's go with one fashion tip and what you're back crap crazy about. I think most of you know what that is, but that's a person, place, or thing, or something that you want to shout out. So, Betty, give me a fashion tip, and it could be a makeup tip, and then tell me what you're crazy about.
First of all, always have a lipstick because it makes your soul lift up.
I think I could end the show on that.
I agree. And get a lipstick.
It makes your soul lift up. You know what? I'm going to put some lip gloss on just for that. I think it's, I love it. That's perfect.
Any shade, any texture, it will help.
Yeah, I'm going to put lip gloss on for that too. And then what are you crazy about? What do you love?
I'm crazy about Casa Chiesi, of course.
Yes.
Because I've been working my ass off
yes.
with my husband the last 2-3 days, and I'm very happy about the results. So.
And he said you are a writing maniac the last couple of days. Every time he would ping me, he's like, Betty's going nuts. There's smoke flying off the computer. Like, he said you have been so inspired. So everybody, check out Betty's lower third if you go to plus Elisabetta Chiesi, and then also Casa Chiesi. Nazim, if you're available, please post that in the comments too, because your show is going to be in what, about an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there he is. There's Nazim. Yay. Oh, hey, brother. Yeah, we just. Oh, and I love that shirt too. That's awesome.
This is one of my favorite shirts.
Oh, speaking, that's your binky.
I know. That is my binky.
Oh, love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I can't wait to get out there to celebrate Mia 5.0, which is what I'm planning in March, my big 5-0 with Betty and Nazim and Greg. Anybody else who wants to come along too? Greg, Nazim says he's got enough room, so there's that. All right, Gino, tell us, hopefully we can hear you, darling. What's your fashion tip for us?
Well, really, just simply, I think the fashion tip is to feel fabulous in anything you wear. It could be clean, a shrug, something like that. You could put a great belt on, accessorize like crazy, you know what I mean? Or put on that really fantastic dress, some high heels. I mean, just feel fabulous. I mean, it doesn't matter what you wear as long as you feel good. You project that image and that energy, and people just look at you and they're enthralled by you because you have this confidence about you. And clothing is confidence, I feel. So, yeah.
Is that not the best accessory? Is a friggin' fabulous attitude of like, check my shit out.
I want to know the tip. I couldn't hear the tips.
Oh, he said to feel fabulous. Go out and put on something fabulous and feel great.
Jewelry, a dress, a skirt, something, boots, everything. It's awesome.
Something fun. I love it. You know what? I used to love this when I would watch Sex and the City. My ex-husband could always tell you, come home and I would have something crazy on. He's like, have you been watching Sex and the City again? I'd have like the ballet skirt or giant heels or something fun because I'd watch Carrie and be like, I'm going to put on some crazy shit. So it's good.
You wake up and then you're like, what the hell was I wearing last night? You know what I mean?
Yeah, then there's that. Exactly. Like, whoa, what was that? Okay, and tell us what you're crazy about real quick, Gino. Tell me something you love.
What I'm really working on is a handbag line. So
the handbag line, yes.
Another handbag. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a learning curve, but I always like to challenge myself and give myself something new to work on. And I've been talking about handbags for, a few years now, and I'm like, let's just do it. Let's make the handbags. And for my next show, I want to present more accessories.
And then please, and he's saying, yeah, I can't wait to see that. And then post some pictures of it too, if you've got any ones that we can see. We would love that. And thank you for coming on. And I'm chasing you to be the muse.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Jade, darling, what's your fashion tip for us?
I would kind of go with what Gino said. Don't necessarily follow what's in trend. Like, it's gonna fade and come back, and we all know how the cycle works. Stick to what you love, what makes you feel good, what makes you look great. And based off of our conversation earlier, I would definitely say learn your body type, because that's going to really determine how you shop and view fashion as a whole.
Have you ever had that too? We've all had it when we put something on, you just don't feel comfortable. You literally exude that of just that discomfort, that kind of your shoulders almost slump over a little bit. So yeah, then when you're out loud and proud, oof.
I always say fashion is therapy. Fashion is therapy. That's what
fashion is. Fashion is therapy. Betty's saying, that lipstick, it lifts up the soul. Yeah, having the attitude. I bet you guys didn't think it was going to be this uplifting. People are going nuts, by the way.
Can I chime in real quick?
Yeah.
When I'm shopping with clients, I can tell immediately if something doesn't feel right with them because of the way they move around. They could be trying on a dress, and I'm telling them we are not buying that because all you're doing is tighten it up or pulling it down. You're already doing that in the dressing room. We're not doing it.
Or I'll think their arms are like, this is going to fall down. And I'm like, yeah.
Take that thing off. Take that damn thing off. I love this. Carmen says, best fashion accessory is a big smile. I love that. Thank you, Carmen Mandich, for that. And then Miss Stephanie, give us some 411, girlfriend. What do you think would be
I was thinking of so many things to share. I guess my best fashion accessories, shoes, heels. I think if you're not quite feeling sexy, if you just want to kind of stand a little more erect.
Yes.
Bad term. But, just a pair of heels and you just feel like, bam, I've got my confidence. At least that's how I am. Love my confidence in my heels. I always feel that much better. Maybe it's because I feel taller, or I am taller with heels.
Yeah, you are, but I agree with you. I think it's just great to, just slip on those shoes and you feel wonderful. Mine are going to be practical, and then I want to get to you. Mine are going to be, always make sure your shoes are looking good. I learned that from you, by the way. Like, in the fall and at the change of the seasons, take all your shoes in. I've had to do that because my janky shoes, when you're driving, that one heel gets all messed up from you know, hitting the accelerator, getting those done, the nails. I didn't even get mine done. I don't know what I'm talking about. But just like all these things, so that these great shoes and these great dresses. I love that. Does your dog agree with me, Stephanie?
Yes, I have 2 dogs, and right now he decided to bark. Sorry.
I've got a beagle, so I can't even talk to it. But I think having everything like just looking really good, so all you have to do is grab it off off the shoe thing, grab it off your hanger, anything like that, and then because nothing makes me feel worse than when I'm really like hurried and I got to get all the cat hair off it. I don't know when I think that's ever going to not happen, but.
Adventure. Be adventurous. Wear something that you may not really wear, or you might think people may think you look weird in, but wear it with confidence. Go out there, it's like, I've rocked it. I'm rocking it. And that's it. That's therapy.
That's how she is with the headbands, Gino. Like, you're loving that. So now it's your turn, honey. Tell us, like, give us, I know you threw some out there, but give us one more fashion tip. And
well, kind of going off of the whole Gino's looking fabulous for fashion, I would say any sort of bling. That's kind of my thing. And it doesn't have to be too much bling. It could be one simple thing like a headband, her big statement necklace, 2 of my favorite, I don't know if you guys can see these pretties, 2 of these favorite little bracelets.
The cuffs.
Yeah, I wear them together. I'm all about chunking it up. But that's it. So it doesn't mean headband, then big earrings, then big necklace, then big bracelets. I'm talking, you know, one or the other.
One piece, right?
Pretty simple, kind of stand out. Which obviously is a segue into what I'm totally crazy about right now, which is these headbands. They're by Pink Pewter, and that's Pewter as in P-E-W-T-E-R. I have like a whole bunch of them here to show everybody. My very favorite in the entire world, I have to share, is this one right here.
Oh, hi. Is my head too small?
So fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a small obsession with pinkpewter.com.
Isn't it fun, though, to have your fun new thing that you just want to, like, have a bunch of them? Nothing's better, too, than you find the one thing and then you go buy it in a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, because then you get sad. You remember Seinfeld had Golden Boy, his yellow T-shirt, and he just would refuse to get it dry cleaned because he's like, no, Golden Boy's he's got to stay strong, doing that kind of thing. So, real quick, Stephanie, Kim Boltman says you made an excellent point. Posture. Sometimes that says more about how you're feeling than a fashion statement. So I'm loving that, you guys. What a theme that it's not about necessarily what you're putting on. I love the ideas of going fancy, but it's really where you're coming out of, and then you can just put anything good on it. For me personally, I always say I'm trying to make a sow's ear into a silk purse. So, you know, every time I do a show, I got to fix that thing. So, darlings, that's it. I'm going to have everybody post their calls to action because it's 10:58, and I know we got to get over to the other show. So, thank you so much to Elisabetta Chiesi. Thank you, darling. Gino Velardi, Jade Williams, Stephanie O, and Jennifer Fresh. So you guys, thank you so much. Love you all. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.